What's up, my beautiful people? How are you today? And how are you doing? Welcome back to another episode. This is Rema Kopsinje, and you're highly welcome. This space will discuss about personal growth, personal improvement, everything that can make us be the best version of ourselves. That is inner and out beauty. So if you're here, you're in the right place, and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any episode. That is every Friday, like Friday at 5 p.m. in East African time. So guys, you're highly welcome, and I'm so glad to be here with you today. So today I felt like I should be discussing about a little bit about our attitudes. Hey girl, hey darling, what is your attitude? What has been your attitude one of these days? September is ending, and hey, how have you been doing? Like how has been the attitude beside the external factors? How do you manage to pass through the ups and downs and still be, lively, moving? Yeah, it's not easy with ups and downs, with a lot that happens, with the diseases of attitude, obviously, that we're about to share in brief, But maneuver, how have you been maneuvering? And those attitudes are very, very scary, by the way, when you think about them and you're like, hey, have I been surviving? One of them is doubt. Guys, there's that attitude of doubt when every time you're doubting. And doubting, by the way, starts even doubting yourself. Like, have you been doubting what you've been doing? Have you been doubting what you're about to bring on the table? Like, have you been believing in yourself? Like, that is doubting, that is worrying about the past, worrying about the future, worrying about everything. You're almost becoming a superior for worrying, and which is not good. So the different kinds of attitude that we have, and what is more important is to know that how we feel, like what we think affects how we feel, and how we feel, obviously, it affects the actions we're about to take. That can be a decision, that can be the next step that you're about just to say, let me do this. So it all starts with just a thought that comes to a feeling, and if that feeling is a negative attitude, that may also lead us to another graph of the decision you're about to make. If it's a positive attitude, it will also lead us somewhere. So how we feel each and every day, it always affects the actions that we're about to take. Let's say some of us will use our heart think. Most of the time, maybe our actions or our decisions depend on the heart, but that those ones who are logical, like men, whose decisions most of the time maybe the first is their brain. So darling, how you feel should be very, very important. That is emotional intelligence. We're supposed to be working on our emotional intelligence. So what have you been doing towards your life? Like, how have you been doing? Have you been so indecisive? Have you been so cautious about life? Have you been just trying to maneuver to pass through the day? Have you been making it through the day? And today I just want to send in a little reminder. It may not be a lot, but just a little reminder that each and every day you should know that your attitude affects your outcomes. It affects your results. If you've been negative, obviously expect what you get probably to be negative. And I want you to know that while you're out there living, it's not that your mind is not thinking. When you ask someone, are you thinking? And they're like, no, I'm not thinking. No way. One way or the other, you're thinking. If it's not negative thoughts, it's positive thoughts. Whether it's dark, maybe there may be darkness or light. There may be good or bad. There's always something that is happening. Let it be in your life, let it be in your mind, whatever that is happening. So every time you think you're not thinking, by the way you're thinking about something, only that maybe we don't give it like a little bit time to think about it, but you're always thinking about something. So that's why I would prefer you to know that every thought that comes in your mind, it should be very well saved. Like don't allow any thoughts to just come in your mind, and above all, it's going to affect your outcomes. So when I'm saying outcomes, I mean what you're about to do next. So if you're about to make a decision that is going to cost you for the rest of your life, and you depend on just the mere feelings that you're having right now that are maybe negative, that are maybe temporarily, what will happen in 10 years to come? That is what we call the regrets, that you made a decision just out of the blue and forever you're going to be regretting. So let's try being positive. Okay, let's develop our thinking habits, you guys, because when you have poor thinking habits, it's when you find everything you're thinking about is ending up in the negative side. Like, yeah, I know human mind, we're really wired in the way that we always think of the worst case scenario that is about to happen, but it also depends on how you're training your mind. So let's try to work on our thinking habits. Like, if I'm to think, can I at least have like 70% that is towards positivity, that is towards that everything that is happening right now, it's happening for my own good, that everything that is happening, I can just twist it around and say God is working towards this. Maybe I might have a miracle between all that is happening. So always find a way of twisting whatever that is happening in your life into positivity. Because worry, okay, you've worried, okay, what has it improved in your life? Okay, you're complaining that things are not working out, the economy is tough, we are starving, okay, there's no money, okay, like the 5 minutes you've spent complaining, you'd have done something towards your life. But that complaining, has it added anything towards your life? No way. You're complaining about your marriage, okay, it should be someone else maybe, but it is you complaining about your marriage, and the same person is supposed to be working on your marriage, but you're complaining to people who may not be even having the immediate solution for you. But just a mere 5 minutes of complaining, it could be a 5 minutes of thinking positive about the situation that you're in and thinking things gonna be better. Maybe that about the economy, you're complaining about the government. Like, darling, if the light changes today, okay, will they start feeding you? You still have to wake up every day and go to work. Like, you work for yourself, whether the government changes or not, whether the economy is getting tougher and tougher, you still have to do something for your life. Whether it's there was inflation happening, darling, whether there is inflation or what, the sun will still come out, the moon will still come out. If it wants to rain, it will still rain. If it wants to shine, it will still shine. So stop complaining about the things you're supposed to be working along with. That is the sun, that is the moon, that is the weather, that is the government. So what if it doesn't change? What is going to happen to your life? Like, you're going to keep there, start complaining about it until when? Like, are your kids going to be feeding on that? No way. Like, there are better things to be doing. Know about, I don't know, but I hope you get what I'm trying to mean right now. So guys, let's do a little more of that, of working so hard on ourselves, and let's stop blaming. Like, blaming, when you start blaming others for your failures, when you start blaming others for you've not made it in life because maybe people have not been in your life, you've not made it in life because of your past, darling, you don't know how many people have made it through actually that toughest, like what we call the toughest situation, and they've managed to come through. You don't know why they buried that seed, do you? So if you know why that seed is buried, and somehow the energy it uses to come out, it's who you are. You can die, you can allow yourself to die and they bury you, but don't stay underground. Just come out of that soil. So whatever situation it is, stop blaming others. Start being fully responsible for your life. Start saying, I receive. Like, I receive whatever it is, I receive. Perhaps I've been part of it, one or the other, I don't know how, but start receiving it all by yourself. And the day you change, the day you say change changes me, like happiness is me, like I give myself the whole happiness. If I change, darling, everything is about to change. So if you change your life, everything is about to change. It's not about the external factors. Most of the time it's the internal wars that we're fighting each and every day. So change your fast and see the little bit of the twist about the universe, how it's going to change. So the more you don't waste time on blaming others and start working on yourself, that might gonna be better. Like better, much better. Stop blaming your family, stop blaming your relatives, stop blaming the sun, stop blaming the moon, stop blaming the rain. Start working on yourself, like one by one. Start developing those good habits. Just start. Take that one little step and start. So you should know that life is both sugar and poison, but it depends what you bring into your life. Yes, it's both sugar and poison. It's like when you're having a friend, and this friend can either kill you or they can, let's say maybe you have that cup of sugar and you have a cup of tea and your friend has put poison. What will happen? Obviously, you will die. If they put sugar, you will be very perfectly okay. So it also depends what you're also putting in your self, like in your life. If you put poison, poison will grow. If you put evil, evil will grow. But if you happen to embrace the change, embrace love, embrace peace, embrace freedom, embrace that positive attitude, that will also grow. So start working on your attitude. Like guys, I mean work on your attitude. Attitude is the very, very important thing here, and that will take the price. Are you willing? Are you willing to pay that price? Are you willing to pay the price of saying, I'm the only one who can make myself happy, and I'm me, and no one can make me happy. Unless I've shifted towards the happiness, it's when I'll attract happiness. But if I'm always attracting sadness, what do I expect to find? Happiness. So attract some happiness and you'll find happiness. Just one last reminder is your attitude is a choice. People don't give bad attitude. No way. You choose. So attitude is a choice. You are fully responsible. Play the responsibility of knowing when to react, of knowing when to respond. Don't be saying, I really have a bad attitude today because someone just stepped in and disorganized my day. No way. You're still the driver, you're still the master, you're still the captain of your life. So make sure that you're in control, fully responsible of your life. So when you know that attitude is a choice and known from outside is, by the way, coming in to do exactly the instructions, then you know what to touch. When someone says, hey, you will know that this person should stop at the entry. They shouldn't even reach anywhere towards my mind, because what I think next will make me feel something, and what I'm going to feel will make me take some action, which may be maybe reacting or responding. How about that? So guys, attitude is a choice. Let's work on our attitude. Until then, I love you so much. Bye bye. Please remember to subscribe. It's your girl, and I love you. This is bye bye.